Imagine a world where you are a teenager and where a single upload can turn you into a sensation, and a digital platform becomes a stage for millions to view you. There are millions who adore you, who wait for your posts online. And then imagine everything changes with just one word: no. N-O. In the digital world of South Asia, celebrity can be a very, very curious thing. It's a million adoring eyes, but sometimes just one pair of eyes that can't stand to see you shine. 17 years old with over 1 million followers who adored her, Sana Yusf died instantly on the floor of her own home. The attacker fled, taking her phone, the very device that had built her empire, with him. Tonight's story is just about that. Welcome to Welted Marigold, where we share dark and mysterious stories from South Asia and beyond. I'm your storyteller Ambbea, and this is the story of Sana Yusf. Sana Yusf was a phenomenon. Before she could legally even drive, this 17-year-old from Islamabad was a one-woman industry, dominating TikTok and Instagram. Her content was very simple, but her mere presence, a young single woman speaking directly to the world, was in itself an act of rebellion to the world she lived in. And that's what made her a digital leader. Every upload was a statement, every like a validation of her autonomy. Let's meet the characters of our story. There is Sana Yusf, age 17, the digital leader. Omar Hayat, age 22, the deadly admirer. Sana Yusf's aunt, the sole witness. The danger began, as it so often does, with a digital admirer. A man named Omar Hayat, who went by the nickname Kaka, was one of those obsessive watchers. He didn't just comment, he allegedly stalked. He moved past the boundary of the screen, pursuing Sana with escalating offers of friendship and demands to meet. Sana, protected by her family and her own digital savvy, repeatedly rejected him. He saw himself as a suitor entitled to her attention. Sana, however, was firm. She repeatedly, clearly, and unequivocally rejected his advances and refused to escalate their acquaintance. Hayat was no longer playing the online game of friendship. His digital desire had morphed into a deadly possessive obsession in the real world. The problem wasn't her visibility. The problem was his sense of entitlement to her. His desire turned into a terrifying plan. Investigators found that on May 29th, on Sana's birthday, Hayat had waited outside her house for over 8 hours. But what was he doing there? He was establishing her routine, studying the home she lived in, and he was determined to invade. June 2nd, 2025, around 5 p.m., Hayat returned. He didn't need an address. He had the location memorized. He then gained access by reportedly posing as a visitor, slipping past the defenses of the home. His knowledge of her residence was the chilling result of an obsession that had fully crossed the line. Sana was at her residence with only her aunt. The house, usually a safe place, was suddenly exposed. Hayat, armed with a pistol, stood inside. There was a confrontation between him and Sana, a final terrifying moment where the fantasy he had built in his mind shattered against Sana's real-world resistance. According to the reports, the man who had pleaded for her attention online now stood over her, determined to eliminate the source of his rejection. Because in Hayat's mind, a woman who had dared to achieve fame and visibility and who then dared to say no had committed an unforgivable offense. That fundamental rejection of his entitlement was the true motive. He fired 2 shots, point blank range. The suspect, Omar Hayat, was tracked down in Faisalabad and, according to the authorities, confessed to the. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you're listening on a podcast platform, don't forget to follow and share. Share it with your friends and family. Also, please do comment below. And if there is a story you would like for us to cover next, do let us know. Now let's get into the story. But the arrest didn't end the conversation. It revealed a horrifying trend. In a society grappling with the clash between tradition and modernity, a woman's right to exist, to express herself, and to simply say no has become a life or death decision. Sana Yusf's final post wasn't a lip sync or a beauty tip. It was the undeniable truth that in the age of the influencer, the ultimate price for female visibility is still often paid in blood. This marks the end of this episode. Until the next episode, stay kind, stay safe.